Hi there, it's Joanne. I just want to start this video by saying I released my first figure video last week and I was so blown away by how many kind people stopped by, left me comments, and also invited me to Anime's Discord server. Thank you so much, and I am looking forward to journeying down this figure rabbit hole with each of you. Now for this video, I want to talk about my 2021 scale figure pre-orders. Because I started collecting just last month in January, there were a couple figures that I missed out on, but I still have 11 on pre-order and I'm really excited to talk about them, so let's get into it. We're starting off in April, and if you saw my previous video, I talked about picking up a pre-owned Kyosuke Munakata figure from the Danganronpa anime. I absolutely love the series. I played the games, I watched the anime, and now I'm reading the manga. When I looked for figures of characters from the series, almost nothing was available except at extreme prices on Solaris Japan. All the upcoming figure pre-orders were already closed, but luckily this Hajime figure opened up, so I grabbed the slot. Now looking at this Hajime figure, I really like that, of course, it's from Danganronpa. Yeah, I like the pose, I think the face looks good, the eyes look really cool, and the base has like a really cool checkered pattern, and like it's almost 3D, which I really like. Now moving on to June, while browsing Right Stuff anime, I saw openings for the Chiaki and Yoko figures and I just quickly jumped on them. They're slightly more expensive than the AmiAmi listing, but I think it will totally be worth it. These figures are so beautiful and the bases are really interesting. There's so much going on and the details look amazing. The only thing I'm worried about is I've read on some Reddit threads that Right Stuff has cancelled their pre-orders before, so I really hope that doesn't happen to me. Now in August, I have 2 figures pre-ordered for that month. I've been playing the Atelier Rises series on Switch and the main character design is so freaking good. When I saw the pre-order on Good Smile US, I added her to my cart without a second thought. She has so much going for her and her thighs and yeah, so many details. My second figure for this month, I love No Game No Life. The characters are so colorful and I just love the art style of the series. I pre-ordered this Gibberell figure from AmiAmi for 11,980 yen. I love the pose and I love characters with long weapons like katanas, scythes, and spears, so this figure was a no-brainer for me. Now moving on to September, I have 3 figures that I'm really excited for this month. First up is this N figure from the Pokemon Center. Pokemon was such a huge part of my childhood and N is such a great character. In the figure, the tree stump base is a fun touch and I really love his expression. Next up, I think I literally started clapping when I saw this Mikasa figure. Attack on Titan was one of the first anime I watched, and Mikasa is best girl hands down. She's actually the character that got me into cosplay, and I'm so excited to get this figure of her. They really nailed all the details with the maneuver gear and even in the slash tree stump. I love the dynamic pose, and I think the face sculpt turned out well. And speaking of best girls, Konosuba has some of my favorite characters from all the shows I've watched. There are some figures I missed out on that I hope to get in the future, but when I saw this epic Megamin from Eastream, I just couldn't say no. It's really pricey at 32,780 yen, but I really love everything about this figure. She's in her normal outfit, and I love all the effect pieces swirling around her. Her expression is good, and how could you say no to that chomsuke? Now in October, I have 2 figures on pre-order. Starting with my first one, I have this 2B figure that I'm really excited about. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Nier Automata and 2B is so appealing. She fights with a blindfold in super high heels and swings around 2 giant swords. What's not to love, really? I didn't get the deluxe version because I don't super love the additional face and not having her skirtless form isn't that big of a deal for me. My second figure this month is of Levi from Attack on Titan. Oh my goodness, this is my most recent pre-order, but this is probably my most anticipated figure this year. Levi is my favorite character from the series, and all his other figures are kind of impossible to get. He's just so cool, and I love how he destroys Titans while gracefully twirling through the air like a human Beyblade. And my last scale figure pre-order of the year so far is Plakta, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, from Atelier Sophie. This is from Alter, and I've heard so many good things about this manufacturer that I just had to pick it up. There's so much going on, and I love all the details. So here's a snapshot of everything I have on pre-order this year. I'm really excited to add all of these to my collection. There are still a few that I'm on the fence about, so I can definitely see this list expanding throughout the year. We'll see. I have just around the same number of Nendoroids on pre-order, so maybe I'll make a separate video on those. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know down below what your most anticipated figure this year is. Until next time, bye bye.